Hi there and welcome to Story Time with Uncle Bill. Hoping to get you ready to eat. We're gonna make one of my favorites today, folks. Let me wash my hands right quick. It's one of my favorites. I make it a ton of different ways. Today we're gonna make it the fastest way I know how to make it using store-bought products all the way. It's chicken and pastry. I mean, I could literally eat it every day, almost any kind of way, and the majority of the people, everybody would eat it, but somebody would have to say something was missing. Like if you like yours with any kind of vegetables, I don't have it. It's called chicken and pastry. I like chicken and pastry. We're gonna put some hot water on. This is fast now. The water's for the actual pastry right now. I'm gonna use the rotisserie chicken from the Walmart. I don't never use the max amount of water. Not really good at following directions. I only follow directions and make it the way you want it. If I need more water, I just add more water. But if you have too much water, you can't take it away. Now once you start cooking anyway, you can drain stuff. So this is what I use, man. You can get the dough, make it yourself for 50 cents. So this is about $5 now. It used to be $2. But this Miss Ann's right here, old-fashioned flat dumplings. Yes, sir. That's the way to go. Quick and fast. So I'm gonna put some olive oil in the water. A little salt. Wait till that boil. This got instructions, but I don't never follow the instructions. I got one of them old chickens on sale. It's still cold. I actually just took it out of the refrigerator about 20 minutes ago. That's what you want to do. You don't ever want to cook anything cold. And since this is already cooked, you don't want to overcook it to death. You know what I mean? And it's plenty of flavor, but I want to add a little bit more flavor to it. There's a lot of salt in these old pre-cooked chickens that you buy. If you didn't know that, a ton. But remember, I'm not gonna live forever, so it's all right. I'm actually gonna put it in a frying pan and fry it up for like 2-3 minutes, real fast, and some butter. Yum. Or maybe this olive oil I already got out. Let's tear into this chicken. Look straight from the bag. So if you didn't know, like 99, I went to federal prison for 5 years for marijuana. And I knew going in a couple things. One, I needed to make some money because I wasn't going to have the money sent into me, and I would never get visits. That was already in my head before I even left. I had an amicable breakup with my girlfriend because there's no reason for her to have to wait that long for me. So when I got there, I knew that the one place that you could make money fast, because I had a lot of people went to prison and told me, and I had already been a restaurant manager and ran a dietary was a head dietary cook at a retirement home. Was working the kitchen, and when you did that, you had to steal food out of the cafeteria, the chow hall, mess hall, whatever you want to call it. So now I got to federal prison. Ended up in FCI Fort Dix, New Jersey. Immediately went in to the kitchen to go eat and was like, "Hey, I got all this experience. You looking for somebody?" And they were, and I got hired on as a veggie prep, cut vegetables, peel potatoes, cut carrots, onions, celery, jalapenos, all of it. Shredded them, diced them, whatever the menu called for. When you went in, you got this list and all these boxes and bags, green peppers, and you just spend all day cutting. Man, 2-3 bags of onions. You ever cut bags of onions? 50-pound bags of onions? You just cry all. There ain't no easy way to do it. where I seen my man in the garbage disposal had a face mask on. It was really funny to me. I pull the wings out because they're not worth pulling the meat off of. Whatever I did with them. And the skin. We was all sitting around and there was flies. They had the wind tunnels at the doors to the cafeteria because it's in a federal it's on an Army base. It's on McGuire our Air Force base actually. Fort Dix, New Jersey. And it's just got Constantine wire on it. Two walls with 3 sets, 2 on the ground, 1 on top of the fence. So this guy comes in, and his inmate comes in. He was like, "Hey man, this dude, man, crazy dude. He just ate 10 flies, man. He got $1 a fly for $10." Well, I've always done crazy things like that. So I was like, and I needed some money. I needed some smokes. I needed some cigarettes. I was like, man, that ain't nothing. $1 a fly. I bet I could do about 100 easy. Oh man, you just talking. And there's like about 20 or 30 people around. Man, you just talking. I ain't talking. We get the flies. If you get the flies, we'll see who's talking. Pay me $1 a fly. So they started. They down. You ain't got nothing to do, man. We're just sitting around BSing anyway. There was flies everywhere, so they started going around chasing flies. You got these grown-ass men, big dudes too, swatting flies and stuff, and you got to kill them. Had news, because you allowed to have news. They had newspaper and fly swatters trying to kill them. It was funny. It was comical to me. They got a whole bowl full of them too. It was like a little 100, maybe a little over 100. I wasn't nobody counting all them. I said, I can eat them any way I want to, right? And they was like, yep. So I went and got some sugar and put some milk in it, and in my mind's eye, when I was gonna take the bite, it was gonna taste like cereal. And I can see all the flies and the wings and the heads and the legs, they all in there. Almost look like Raisin Bran without the bran. I just did it, man. I knew this would help, and it wasn't nothing. So I ate them damn flies, and up until then I might have ate a fly or two, just as like a joke or something, or just to see if I could do weird things like that. Because when you're in the woods, things that start playing with you, like, and in my head, well, man, what if I'm thirsty and I got to drink this water? I just drink the water. Or if I see a bug or something, I know it won't kill me, I'll try it out. And you'll see that too, because I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna pick up the camera and say, hey, look at this. And if I was hungry, there's a million people that do it every day for survival, so it's no big deal to them. To some of y'all, it'll be like, whoa, wow, it's crazy. I ate them flies, I got that money. Man, it helped out. I was able to get some And that happened kind of quick. So, you know, I was able to get things I really needed, like deodorant, toothpaste. You know, that stuff ain't free. And the stuff that they do give you stuff, but the stuff that they give you, it's something, you know. But it's nice to always have it. I mean, that's all you really have is what you have in prison. So you want the best you can get. And it was funny because the stuff only costs a couple of dollars. But if you ain't got it, you just don't have it. So I did that, and the next thing, so I got kind of like a little name, like, oh, that dude's wild. So the next time I was walking from the commissary, and I have a little commissary bag. When I first started working, the first month I got $5. I worked all month. I got $5. I was like, hey, how much money do I get paid? And I was like, oh, well, you know, you just got here. You make 14 cents an hour. $5 for the month. I was like, oh God, I can't make it. I can't make it off $5 a month. You know, you don't want to get to borrowing and all that stuff. It can lead to so many problems. I wasn't gonna ask. So I started stealing. Got some of the stuff I needed, some of the stuff I wanted. Coming out of the commissary, going up in a unit. I was eating a little ice cream. You know, them little cup ice creams they had in school with the little paper lid, and it came with a wooden spoon. One of them. Chocolate. Hey, Chikowski! What up? About 5 dudes sitting on the rail in front of the unit. Each unit had 2 inches on each side of the building. It's a barracks. You know what a barracks is, and that's on either side of it. Big 3-story barracks. Hey man, I bet you won't come over here and eat up these ants. I said, do what? These ants over here, I bet you won't come over here and eat them. It says to place them or something. This is what I do. I take half of them. Ooh, man, it's hard. Hold on. Gotta bust them up. I'm not looking for perfect sheets of pastry. I want pastry. I'm gonna really bust these things up. It's gonna be. I don't even care. Like, you see them? Like I'm busting up a ramen noodle soup. Just like that. Even throw the paper in the water and just pull the paper out. These little flat papers, they're gonna get real big quick. So I went over and I seen the ant pile. I said, what you want to bet? Man, I got 4 packs of Black and Milds on it. Bet. I went over, I can eat it any way I want to. Yep. I went over. I had already ate most of the ice cream, a little bit left at the bottom. I took it and took the ice cream and scooped it right up in the ants. I stepped up on the ants so, you know, the ants would come out. Let them all run around and kept telling the dude, is it ready yet? Is that enough for you? Is that enough? All right, do it now. Do it now. I took the ant. I told him I was going to scoop the ants and eat them off the top. Took a big old scoop of dirt. And you know, but the anthill is mostly dirt. There was a lot of ants on there. Couldn't tell you how many there were. A whole bunch. They was running on my hands. Quick 4-pack of Black and Milds for sure. Needed it too. You want to keep stirring these a little. You want to stay right there and watch it. And we can do some other cheating. We got an old gravy pack here. Because I would like to like vegetables. I would. I just don't. It don't taste good in my mouth. If you put something in there and say, oh, you won't taste it, don't tell me, and then I'll tell you what I taste. I mean, I've been cooking a long time. I know what stuff tastes like. Even if I don't like it, I've still tasted it. The reason why I don't like it is, you know, like I'm not I don't know, why wouldn't you like something that's a food? When I see people get down and eat vegetables and stuff, I want to do that. I've ate nasty, I've ate balut. I've ate some of the hottest stuff on earth. Do you know what balut is? The duck egg with the duck in it. I've ate worms, crickets, cockroaches, people. I've ate water bugs. I don't like green peppers. Really don't. I could eat onions, but they're not like, oh, I could die for an onion. That don't happen. All right, so we pulled all the chicken. We just got it sitting to get into room temperature. Water starting to boil over here. We were sitting around at the after lunch playing cards, cribbage, rummy 10,000, pinochle, bridge, one of them games. And this little mouse comes shooting across from underneath the drink machines. Like, Jakowski, bet you won't eat that mouse. While the chicken's sitting there cold, and it's just peeled. We're going to season it. This is my favorite. Matter of fact, we're going to put this into the noodles right now. Most people don't. It turns most anything. I should have showed you. It's got like an orange tint to it. Almost something like turmeric. This is my favorite seasoning on earth. The Saison. Got a real red tint if you ain't never seen it before. Let me show you. That's what I'm talking about. See how red it is? Come out of the pack red like that. And of course, this was clear. We're going to put that on there like that. We got some old black pepper. We got the adobo. I'm gonna turn the noodles down now. See, that's what it looks like in there. Coming along just fine. Oh yeah. We just gonna mix this around. Like so. So the whole chicken looks like minus the bones. Cassie, you won't eat that mouse? Oh, yeah, I will. Nah, man, nah, you just talking now. Man, I done ate the damn ants. Yeah, but that's different, man. That's a mouse. That's the money on it. Man, you ain't said nothing. I bet $1,500. Bet. Catch a mouse. You caught the flies, catch a mouse. So they tried to catch that one. Of course they couldn't, man. Them damn things are fast. You know how it is if you know. If you don't know, good for you. They're fast. They're nasty. At best, they're nasty. Oh, it's already good. So, nobody thought about it. You know, time goes by. We put a little olive oil in the pan. We in the kitchen. I switched from the put a block of butter in the dumplings. I switched from the veggie prep to become the grade 1 in the dish room. Love the dish room, man. That's humping and bumping. You know, you got everybody and they mama coming throwing the dishes, and it was fast paced. Man, it was fast. You know, in the beginning it wasn't nothing, but after that first group starts leaving, and there's 5 of them. I mean, you're asshole to elbow what you do next to you, slinging dishes. Loved it. Well, at the end of the night, man, I can't think of the dude's name, but he was from Holland. Beak! Hey, Beak, let me get a smoke, Beak. He ain't giving you nothing. Come on, Beak. Share with me, Beak. All right, come on. He would throw hot water. I mean, that was just his thing. Since the day I got there and first worked in that kitchen, he was already there at the end of the shift. Water would be over 200 degrees. He would get it would be a big steam pot. Huge. You could take a bath in it. A couple of people. He ain't gonna cook that long. It's only been a couple minutes. I'll turn it off and just let it sit here for a second. Remember, this chicken's already cooked. You just want to season a little bit, get it warmed up. So the seasoning that's on it will stick and flavor it. Just let the heat up from that dissipate. I was there. I was on the other side. You had to be careful because everybody knew he was throwing water. So if you was in the area, you was susceptible to getting splashed. I mean, you knew he was cleaning and throwing buckets. Probably not the safest thing to do, but that's just what it was. Prison about the routine, and that's what routine was. Damn mouse ran up. Everything's stainless steel in there. Ran right up in front of me as he got excited too. I saw the mouse come running by, and I seen him, and he had the bucket, and he was getting ready to throw it. I knew where he was going to throw it at because he's got this little routine that he does. And I was wiping down the area on the other side when the mouse came out, so I'm turning around like this and look, and I see him. He said, I got him, B! And he threw that bucket of water. 200 degrees. You do not want that to touch you. Well, it was a mouse. It's only about that big, and when that water hit him, I mean, it hit him head on, and it had force with it, and a stainless steel runway. It's about as wide as this area right here. When it hit him, you know, kind of launched him and threw him in the air, and he came down. He like twitched 2 times, died instantly. He was gone. His soul was probably gone before he hit that stainless steel. He said, Beak, you got it, Beak. You gonna do it, Beak? I said, you damn right. So he had a glove on, one of them plastic clear serving gloves. Put it in there. I put it in my pocket in my uniform. This is the marriage of chicken and the pastry. So he went and told everybody. He's like, yo, he got it, Beak. He got it. He called everybody Beak. I think like B-E-A-K, Beak. Or B-E-K, Beak. Hey, Beak. So I had this mouse now. The dude that had made the bet with me, he came in, he was like, yo, you got that mouse? I was like, yeah, I got it right here. Dude out of New York, Muslim cat, Puerto Rican guy named Mike. He's like, yo, you really think you can do it? I was like, hell yeah. He said, that's what's up. He said, I got some people going in on it with me. Let me go talk to them and we'll make this happen. I was like, that's what's up. I really wasn't sweating it, you know what I mean? But we had made a bet. This wasn't like if I didn't eat the flies or the ants, it wouldn't have been no big deal. I bet $1,500 that I would. It is a big deal because I don't have that money. I don't have maybe $10 at that time. Not 100. Not nowhere near that. And it would take me forever to make $1,000. I would have to steal hardcore. He said, all right, where are you going to do it? I said, let's do it up at the unit. 58, 52. He said, bet. So I got done finishing up my job, went out, got patted down, went out into the yard, and I seen my man, DC Dave. He was in there for strong arm robbery. Basically going up to somebody, give me your damn, and taking it. Did a few charges like that. Cool cat though. He did a trash runs. You want to play some basketball, man. We used to play all the time. Play for a book of stamps. I always carried a couple books of stamps in my back pocket in case somebody was good. Basketball wasn't one of the main ones, but like a game of chess or pinochle, or they played a lot of spades and different board games. Tabletop champ right here. Good at all of them. So, man, this is almost done. So hungry too. We've played 3 games of that. I lost all 3 games. Like, it wasn't even close neither. We were playing in boots and our kitchen whites. I had put the mouse down in my whites. So I was like, I was kind of mad. Man, I was a little disappointed in myself. I didn't need to lose that money like that. So I walk up to the unit, and when I walk, there's guys sitting out on the rail. Every time you go up to the unit, somebody's sitting out on the rail, especially after chow hall at night. Guaranteed, 10 of them around each entrance, 4 inches on each building. I'm coming up, and I hear, "Como ratones, como ratones." I don't know what the hell they talking about. Just didn't know it. And then he's like, yo, Migo, hey, come here, hey, Cass, come here. What's up? Hey, you got raton? You mouse? You got a mouse? I was like, yeah, I got a mouse, and I pulled it out. And, you know, it was in a little glove thing. Like, oh, chingao, man. Hey, that's just a bad word I mean to say. And it's like, man, oh, you gonna eat it, man? You crazy, you loco? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat it, man. I'm gonna go upstairs, third floor, and eat it. So the whole way up to the third floor, I hear the same thing. Man, you got a mouse, you got a mouse, you got a mouse, you got a mouse. So I go up into my room, and it's a room, and there's 18 people in it. There's 9 bunk beds. So when I walk up in there, and they was like, yo, Jakowski, you really about to go eat a mouse, dog? And I was like, yeah, man, that word got out quick. That had only been about an hour. I was like, yeah, man, but look, I need a bottle of hot sauce and some Kool-Aid. Who got it? Who got it in the store? So the bottle of hot sauce was this one. I got it. It was this hot sauce. So I got this bottle of hot sauce, and I got a container of Kool-Aid. It was kind of like this one. There just ain't no Kool-Aid in here. There is something to drink. So I'm psyching myself out there. You know, everybody's really gonna do that, man. Let me see the mouse. Let me see the mouse. I was in there for, you know, X amount of time, and then dude came in. He's like, yo, Jakowski, you ready? And I was like, yeah. I walk out in the hallway, folks, and when you go, if you look to the right, our room was the first room on the corner of the end building closest to the runway that the C-130s, which is the great big cargo planes that the U.S. Army used to carry just about anything. They're monsters. They're loud. The runway was directly in front of our window. So, I mean, this is the plane, and that's what it looked like. Just coming, and then right when it looked like it wasn't going to hit you no more, it would veer off to the runway. But it was always a direct course, like their pinpoint was go to that building, and as soon as you almost hit it, go to the right a little bit, and then you'll be on the runway. And when they took off, it would be the same thing. You would hear, and they would just be right there. Huge, man. It's cool. Always had air shows. Don't recommend it. You take the right though, and there's a stairway. When you look to the left, there's all the rest of the rooms, the doorways. You just see doors, and there's 2 bathrooms. You can't see down the hallway because everybody's blocking it. Can't see to that first bathroom. Everybody's in there, so I come out there, and I'm carrying. I got the mouse right here, and I got the Kool-Aid in my thing, and I'm like, yo, let me get by. Excuse me, come on, fellas. Excuse me. And there's like hundreds of people. Most of them are Spanish speaking too. But you know, there's black, whites, Italians. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people, folks, in a bathroom. It's got 6 toilets. They have stalls, and there's 6 sinks. When you walk in, that's what you see. When you walk straight in, I see 6 sinks. I see 6 wooden stalls, all the way to the back of it. And each thing has each sink has a little ledge where you can put your stuff up. On the back wall, there's huge windows, 3 big huge windows. You only see one of them, and when you go back to that little area, it's not very deep. There's 4 urinals. So I mean, it's a struggle to get, and I've got to get to the back wall where those windows are. It takes a minute to get through there. Hey, come on, excuse me, hey everybody, hey, let them through. So I see my man that made the bet, Mike. Mike was very influential in making me get this far. was influential. And matter of fact, this would change everything for me. I'd only been, this happened in August. I got there in May. This would change everything. And I didn't have any money. I couldn't lose. Couldn't lose. Had to do it. It's just eating, right? Put it in your mouth and chew. $1,500. He comes over. He's bald headed. He goes, yo, you got this? You got this, man? You got this? I was like, yeah, I got it. You sure? You sure? Yeah, yeah. He's like, all right. You ready? You ready? You ready? Hey, dog, you ready? And just smacks the shit out of me. Yeah. Yeah. So I took the mouse out. Had a big old tail on it, man. I took the hot sauce. I'm gonna tell you what the objective was. But I thought I could swallow it. I thought I could put it in my mouth, fake chew it, like put it in the middle or put it behind my teeth, fake chew it, and just boom. Pretty sure that I could do that. Right up until the point where I took him out of the glove that he was in, and he was a lot bigger than I thought he was. I mean, a lot bigger. I mean, he was about that big. He was too big. He was like a extra large Twinkie. But I'm a gung ho, and I'm just gonna try it anyway, though. So I drank the hot sauce, and the hot sauce was just supposed to disguise any flavor, like if it was nasty. And my reasoning behind just going for it like I was, because it was pretty much a fresh kill, and that hot water would have killed any diseases that was on the outside. I'm still taking the chances of what's in the inside. So I drank the hot sauce and I shoved it in my mouth, and I went to fake bite. There's a lot of things I didn't think about. Maybe a lot of things that you're sitting here listening and you didn't think about neither. When I put it in my mouth and bit down, I bit the head and it crunched. And it was so big that the tail was hanging out like damn this far. It was like a nightmare. And that wasn't the bad part. I could deal with that. I'm eating a mouse. I could deal with that. Everybody started throwing up. And people that saw it and just be like, whoa, or ooh, that's nasty, and it didn't bother them at all. When you hear, and it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's that noise. You know that noise that'll make you gag? What does that noise have with it though? What is it after you've thrown up? What happens then? The smell? Folks, we talking about maybe 100 people throwing up at the same time. Throwing up in the sink, throwing up in the toilets, throwing up in the urinals, throwing up outside the window, throwing up on each other, throwing up right in front of me. Mike's standing in front of me. Man, you just keep chewing, man. You got this, dog. You don't concentrate on. And I'm chewing. It's swinging back and forth. The damn tail's going around. I can't get the tail in, so I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I look back. I've told this story before. I look back and You think you could just go up to a mouse and rip its damn tail off? Just rip its tail off? I've got this mouse in my mouth with this tail hanging out, and I'm just and I'm sometime in the middle, just drinking hot sauce, trying to push through it, chewing. I'm chewing like a savage, and I grabbed it, and I don't know how long I wrestled with that tail, but it gave and when it ripped. And people were leaving and coming in. There was puke everywhere. Couldn't bust the skin, man. I chewed that thing for a long time, folks. People still throwing up, dude looking at me. You got it, dog. You got it. And I'm trying, but it's so big. And it's not breaking down. I don't know. Hey, dude. I need a knife or something. I gotta cut it. It's raw. It's not even raw. It's got skin on it. You gotta do something. I can't sit here and chew like a forever. He said, hold on. And by then, half the people gone. There's all kinds of Spanish being taught that don't have not a clue what they're saying. And then a couple minutes later, he came back in. He's like, dog, listen. Everybody's impressed. I mean, there ain't no way. If you just chew it for 5 minutes and make a legitimate attempt, if you can't do it, you win. We'll pay you the money. So they're like, they'll tell you. Because you go back one thing. If you was there in August of 99 through, I think I left in June of 2001, you heard about it. Como raton. He who eats the mouse. Took a long time to get my money. I got a big chunk of it. I ended up making a lot more. There was a lot of side bets that were made on me, and people were appreciative of it. So just randomly, 10, 15 books of stamps would just be in my locker, 50 tunas, just all the time, 10 pound, a case of Black and Miles, and that's just how it was. Real appreciative. It was horrible. They had a little countdown to 5 minutes, went down, spit it out. It didn't have no hair. I ate up all the hair, folks. It was skin. But with the skin, it was deferred. I did it. I mean, it's probably not the best story to tell during the cooking video, but it changed everything. And I didn't even get to make no money after that neither, because nobody was willing to bet me anything. It would have to be something stupid, like go eat. There was groundhogs in the prison. We were in New Jersey. So like you eat groundhog poo. Man, I'm not eating that. Come on. If the money was really right, but not, there ain't nobody in there had it, or they couldn't give it to me like that. So I didn't do that stuff. So it just became like, I was like, bet it. And I would try to insinuate things. Bet me I won't. Nah, Jakowski, we already know, dude. You eat anything. Nobody's taking that chance with you. What? Too good for young good. see it's got that kind of orange tint. That's that Goya. Oh, here it is, folks. Well, I sure hope you got this ready to eat. One of my favorites, chicken and pastry with the pulled rotisserie chicken and the Mrs. Ann pastry. Quick and easy. About to tear it up too. Oh, I'm about to tear it up. Mm-hmm. Well, I sure am appreciative of Mike standing in front of me like that, not throwing up or gagging. I don't know how many times I came close to throwing up. It's not just having them. Just think about it, having a mouse in your mouth. Probably almost for 20 minutes. Hundreds of people throwing up. It was gross. A lot of cleanup afterwards. You know what I mean? I sure wish I could share this with you. Ooh. Mmm. Mmm. That chicken fire, man. Wow. Mmm. Mmm. I'm about to go punish this. That's the story for today. In the meal. Man, I really wish I could share this with you folks. If you can't hit that like button, share the video, subscribe if you haven't.